Hello, world. Welcome to Pardon the Politics Podcast, Season 3, Episode 7. I am your co-host, Jeezy, along with my partner and my brother in politics, Manny. How you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing?
Sir, I'm doing fantastic.
Okay.
You know why I'm doing fantastic?
Why, brother?
Because the Patriots lost. And that brought a special joy to my heart.
Hey, bro. Look, last week was rough, bro. It was pretty rough. I just took all my Patriot decor down yesterday evening out the living room. The flag is still hanging on the door, but that's coming down probably after I record this episode. But I had to tell myself, man, I had a little party, had some people over, watch the game, and man, I just sat there and I was like, at least we made it, bro. At least we made it. There's 30 other teams that didn't make it. And we were one of them that did. So, we got a lot to learn. Certainly one on the defense's fault. Defense, they held it down. Shout out to the past defense, excuse me.
Now your offensive line.
But that offensive line, yeah, man, he cricket. Bruh, I ain't bruh. Them boys couldn't stop a wind, a nosebleed, or hold a cough. Bruh, I was like, yo, this is insane. Somebody need to be fired because that was terrible. Bruh, draft a whole. I've been seeing people were kind of roasting this online, and they were doing like the mock draft for the upcoming draft, and they said, bruh, the whole
offensive tackle,
bruh,
center.
I was dying. I was like, bruh, they had a whole like we got like 12 picks, bruh. All of our offensive linemen. But hey, you gotta protect the product.
You gotta protect your quarterback, man.
Gotta protect the product, bro. So I wasn't mad at it, but hey, we made it there. I think we'll
do
be able
know
to
some people who were mad though. Everyone who was watching the Bad Bunny performance at Mar-a-Lago.
Yo, bruh, I saw the clip of that, and I'm like, why are y'all even watching it? I thought y'all was in such protest of it, and y'all got it up on the jumbotron
on the big screen
at the Marty.
All that hooting and hollering to not even watch it,
bruh. And let's not even get into their little pre-tape halftime Turning Point USA. Bruh, what is it about Kid Rock that keeps him booked and busy in 2026, bro?
Because he's loud. He's but no, really think through music. Who's the loudest? Like louds in terms of support of the administration.
You're right.
I would say if you take the voter base for Trump,
yeah,
another artist that they all really enjoy is Jelly Roll. Hey, and I'm saying I like Jelly Roll too. Yeah, I'll throw in a good Jelly Roll song every now and then. But like you saw Jelly Roll when they asked him about politics at the Grammys, he was like, "Whoa,
I'm just a dumb redneck.
I'm just here to sing songs about Jesus, and I'm here for it."
Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane.
But Kid Rock dives into it. I think if you look at all the celebrities that were like hard on Trump,
yeah. I'm about to say
that was bad. That are very, very staunch supporters of Trump.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All of them I would say definitely over the last 4 months have kind of stepped back and be like, hey man, we kind of wild. Not Kid. Not Kid. He's
not the Kid Rock.
10 toes down.
Bruh. And he's going up to the White House and up to the Capitol, and I guess he wants to get something done as far as pricing for concerts. And I'm like, which I agree. Them fees are crazy.
They be wild.
But Kid, I think you're the wrong spokesperson for that because ain't nobody coming to see, bro.
Right. Sometimes you can have the right message, but be the wrong messenger,
bro. Hey, sometimes, man, the fight is the fight, but you just the wrong fighter.
Right. Right. Everyone has their role to play in the revolution.
Yo, and his role is not the leader.
Absolutely not the leader. I don't know what you lead. Right. You go be a leader in your own home.
Yep.
Everyone start at home.
You be the thoughts and prayer spokesperson. When tragedy strikes, you're our thoughts and prayer spokesperson. Then they said it was pre-taped, but that's a whole other thing, bro. But
I mean,
terrible.
Look, for $180, depending on how long that concert would have been, I'd have gone. If they just throwing out $180 to go sit through this, I might have taken that for at least 10, 15 minutes and be like, all right, do I got to stay the entire time?
I'm going to call it a fail. For this to be the big one fail. Of the big events after post-Charlie's death, Erica, this is not something I would this is not something I look forward to, the results that you got. I believe they said that Bad Bunny's halftime performance was one of the most watched in NFL halftime history.
135 million people.
Hey, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know what he was saying, and I never know what Bad Bunny is saying. And from what I understand from people that speak Spanish, sometimes they don't know what he's saying either. But I will tell you, he had my house rocking. My baby girl was dancing. My wife was bobbing her head. I was like, hey, look, the visual was dope.
Yeah.
Hey.
I could tell a story was being told.
Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah. And when I got to get some of the details and catch some of the people were breaking down some of the Easter eggs in it that he was doing, I was like, nah, this is pretty dope. And for all y'all hating on Bad Bunny, talking about it within Spanish and this, the point that I really love the most is when he got on stage and said, God bless America.
We can have our differences. We can, but we are still all in this boat together.
Bro, when he did that, I said, I know somewhere Lindsey Graham is pissed. I'm like, bro, thank you. At the end of the day, man, y'all hating, but America is a melting pot. We got to stop. Now, we got to stop acting like there is one faith, one type of people. We are a melting pot, and it's okay.
Now, one thing I do got to hit on before we really hop into it. Michael Jackson is still the number 3 most watched Super Bowl halftime performance. Won't know social media.
Yeah,
won't know stream. He got 130 million people in 93 to gather around their floor model TV. Watch him stand up there,
bro.
And awkwardly wait, and then put on the show. He did that in 93, over 30 years ago at this point,
bro. Mike, the goat. Hey, bro. Mike, the only person I know that hop out of the bottom of the stage, bro. He gets shot up like a rocket. Listen, land on stage, stand there for about 5 minutes while white people around the stage just start passing out. EMTs and everybody hauling people out, bro. People on life support and oxygen. He ain't said a word.
He ain't done nothing.
Bro, I'm a fan of quite a few musical artists, but I can't imagine being in a space where I see this person. I'm not even like beside them. I'm not like I'm just in the arena. And just to see this person, I pass out. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe if Jesus did it, I might.
Passing out is wild. There is nobody.
Passing out is very wild, bro.
There's nobody I want to see outside of Jesus that bad that I think would cause me to pass out.
Bro, that's the only person I can think of. Another man like me? Nah, bro. I'm not fitting to pass out. I might be like, oh, yeah, this is dope.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a
dope outfit.
Nah, bro, I'm not finna pass out for no man.
Falling out? No, absolutely not.
Hey, bro, you spent the money to get the ticket and then you wake up in the hospital. You didn't even see the show. You spent $400 on an MJ ticket, bro, in the 90s, and as soon as he hit the stage, you pass out and woke up in the hospital. Wow, bro.
The IV, like, what I miss? Everything.
You missed the entire show. Sorry. There's a social media. You can't run it back. Like,
you ain't hear him say a single word.
Didn't hear him say a single word, bro. You flew all the way to California to see MJ. He got on stage. You passed out. And now you got to go back home and they ask you, hey, how was the show? Don't know. Didn't see it. I passed out.
But if you look in the video and you see the little ambulance and me on the stretcher, that's me. That's me.
That is me. That is me.
I was there. MJ.
Wow, bro.
The GOAT. Well, the GOAT. Hey. 30 years, still top 3.
Shout out to MJ, bro. Is MJ in the Epstein files?
He's not. But according to the community, let's get it going. There, the streets are saying that MJ was out here grabbing these kids, trying to protect them from Epstein going out to the island. And he's like, that's why it looks so fun out there, because he was trying to, help these kids. And to which I'm like, look, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying.
Like we said at the beginning, Manny, sometimes it could be the right fight, but the wrong fighter.
The wrong fighter.
Bruh.
The wrong fighter.
Well, before we jump into it, the chairman of chaos has arrived, folks.
Hey.
The chairman of chaos has arrived. He's arrived. Brother, how you doing?
Blessed and highly favored, my brother. Blessed and highly favored.
Wouldn't have it any other way, brother.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
Well, listeners, we're gonna jump right into it.
Let's get it moving.
Let's get it over with. Let's jump right into the fire. There was a deadline that approached this past week. A deadline that we have been speaking of for quite some time. And the government is once again in a partial shutdown.
Shut it down.
Partial shutdown happened.
Damn.
And to think, you thought you weren't going to get to play that again.
Right. Bruh, I thought it was over. Bro. Funding for the Department of Homeland Security expired at 12:01 a.m. on this past Saturday after Congress failed to pass the new appropriations bill before the end of the temporary funding extension, which has triggered a partial shutdown in the DHS. Now, before we get into that, I want to break down, and I thought I had it pulled up, but I didn't. But I want people to realize with the shutdown of the funding that has come for the Department of Homeland Security, there are a few departments or aspects of that department that are affected. I think mostly what people believe when they hear this is that this is funding that has not been approved for ICE. But there are a number of agencies under that. You have, I don't have the full list in front of me, but I know you have TSA. You have FEMA. I believe you have the Coast Guard, Secret Service. I think there may be 2 or 3 of them that I may be missing.
Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency is also shut down.
So it's not just ICE. So I just want people to understand that, because people may say, look, I'm fine for shutting it down because, ICE is doing this and doing that. And while that may be a focal point of this, there are agencies that are affected and impacted, not just ICE, but others that are very essential to the American people. So the Senate vote on the funding bill fell short of the 60 votes needed, which I believe the vote came to 52 yays and 47 nays. And they gone home for the weekend.
Not for the weekend, sir. They gone for 11 days.
They got a nice little break.
Oh yeah, they got a little break.
That's
here.
what shocked me about it.
Here's what's going to continue to get interesting legislatively over the next probably month and a half. People got primaries. The entire House has primaries that they got to some more contentious than others.
Yep.
But they got to go defend races. And how does Mike Johnson now navigate allowing his people to go back and campaign while fighting this, but also knowing, well, if I keep them here, the Democrats can't go out and campaign. So, but while they're in Congress, they can't raise money like they want to. So we're about a couple weeks out. Like in North Carolina, early voting has already started.
Yep.
So they got some decisions to make. Now, what I think was interesting.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. I was just going to say the fact that Mike Johnson is still in charge still baffles me,
brother. Thank you. He should have been long gone. Mike Johnson just bothers me. He just really does. I can't stand people that act like they're doing such a good deed, or their intentions are in such a great place when they're really not. And Mike does that a ton. He really does go as that poster boy Christian, do the right thing. I prayed to my Lord and Savior to make the right decisions today with it leading to man. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Stop lying. Stop lying.
Well, I'm shocked at this point. Actually, here's what'll get interesting. If some major L's start happening on Super Tuesday, that he might his name might be up on that list to
well, it's already started though. Like
Yeah.
that's the interesting thing. These recent special elections that's happened, and these turnover in the seats, and these areas where they were heavily red, and Trump won decisively, air quotes. But now they flipped, and it's not close margins that they've turned over to Democratic seats. I can't remember the most recent one. I
was about to say, I think they have one.
The one in Texas?
No,
I think
Florida.
It's Texas.
I thought they had one in Florida. There's a guy in the North Florida area is retiring. And
that's coming up, yes.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Okay.
I was talking about there's one that just happened. We got the results. I think it was Texas. I think Trump won that by like 20-something points, and the Democrat flipped it and won by like 14-something points.
Yeah.
And it was like a 30-point swing
the black
this
guy.
period of time. Yes. And it's leaving me with like those type of numbers in this short period of time. Like to Manny's point, the seat warmer is on for Mike Johnson. It's been on for a while. Mm-hmm. That thing is going to be at broiling temperature.
Bruh.
There's a lot of seats that start turning over during this. Forget midterms. Like man said, in the primaries, where if some of the incumbents start losing their primaries, oh my God.
Man,
it's gonna be bad.
I think the writing is almost on the wall, brother, because it's getting hot in the kitchen.
Well, and here I think is the danger for Dems stepping into that. They're gonna get lackadaisical. Like, look how we took over this seat.
Listen, you preaching
if y'all don't run, if y'all don't go out here and run y'all races, and this is across everybody. Like, we're good here. Y'all are not safe. Public sentiment is changing.
I'm going to say something that's sacrilegious for me, and I'm saying that as a North Carolinian that is a UNC basketball fan. And when I say this, Jeezy's gonna. Well, you and Jeezy will understand. I need the Democrats to take a Coach K / Steve, what's his name? Saban, whatever his name.
Nick Saban.
Nick Saban. Who is Steve Saban?
Right, his cousin that coached at Tennessee Tech.
But I need them to take the Coach K, Nick Saban mindset of annihilating your opponent.
Yep.
There's never been a situation where I've seen where those coaches have had their opponent down and they told their team to let up. They've gone for the proverbial kill, and in sports terms, keep their foot on their neck, and keep it going. Complete annihilation. And to your point, Manny, I completely agree. It is scary if they get comfortable. These large swings are very. I'm not gonna say they're problematic, but they can become problematic if they rest on their laurels. And you said that before. You said that with the first shutdown and how long it had gone, and how they were a lot of sentiment was swinging in their direction. It's in their history to do this.
Yep.
But here, that is I would say that's the number 2 danger. The number 1 danger. Actually, no, that is the number 1 danger. Number 2 danger here is some of these Democratic primaries. If someone comes out of those races who is too far to the left for their district, and they'll lose. So that's the balance that I think both sides have to be aware of, because you can have someone come out of a primary running out the energy like, hey, yeah, and the instinct I think for them is to go further to their corners. Y'all still got primaries to worry about. How are you going to moderate this?
Well, that should be the awareness if you're going to be in the race to begin with. That's the awareness that you should have. Just like we talked about before. And we know
speaking as a candidate, speaking as a former candidate, and have worked with and trained many candidates, let me tell you, that ain't it.
Bruh.
That ain't it.
There can't be what happens in one district can't be the playbook in another. And Democrats, I feel like, have done that too many times of trying to have a manuscript that works for the entire party, and it just doesn't.
And you can get referential. You can get referential with it, like, okay, this is how they phrased it. So in my community, maybe I can use this piece. I can't use that piece. Yeah, but I can do this. Again, running New York City campaigns is not going to work if you're in Texas. It's just not
in many places.
Right.
Facts, right. You can't carry that show on the road.
Right. You can carry parts of it, but you can't carry all of it.
Nah, you can't. You can't.
Well, like the boys always say, it's Obama's fault though.
It is Obama's fault. It's all Obama's fault.
That gosh darn Obama.
And again, like I said, not only is it Obama's fault, it was one joke too many at that correspondent dinner.
But before the joke, the gameplay that they laid out, and it was so effective. And he was like, "Oh, we can, we'll just follow along." No.
Hey, well, y'all know Obama letting the clip ride, because y'all heard this past week he went ahead and let everybody know them aliens is real. He said they just ain't at Area 51. For our community.
I need to watch.
For our community. I hope y'all heard that. He got stuttering a little bit too. I said, oh yeah. Obama don't never stutter.
Not like that. Like he'll do that man.
They got him on the ropes.
There was something in that cup. There was something in that cup.
Bruh.
That man's had me weak. In this liquor. Oh yeah. He also let the clip ride. He was like, "This is a clown show out here. Mm-hmm. They've lost decorum and decency for the office." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Thank you, somebody who has finally said it out loud. Whose voice carries some weight." Yep.
But like we've been saying, make American politics boring again, man.
Make it boring. I'd love to, turn this into the podcast we envisioned, where we were just going to make boring stuff entertaining.
This is for educational purposes.
Right.
Right.
We were a proper people.
We were.
When we kept up with politics through Schoolhouse Rock and the local newspaper, bro.
If people had paper routes,
bro, where you had a paper route, you got it in that little bag they threw on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
When people had hatchbacks and they had to get up at 3 and 4 in the morning to make sure that pick up the paper from the newspaper from the factory, the plant, to get it distributed around the city before 5 a.m. So that it could be in the bins and everywhere.
A proper people, bro.
A proper people. When newspapers were 50 cents Monday through Saturday, or Monday through Friday, $1.50 on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep. Bro. Every time I go to the gas station, the one that's by my house, they still have the newspaper. And I look at it sometimes, and I was talking to the cashier dude, and I'm like, do anybody even buy these? And he was like, no. And I looked at the price of it. That joint on a regular day, like this was like a Tuesday, that joint was like $2.50.
Bruh.
And he was like, yeah, nobody never gets them. He was like, matter of fact, if you want it, just take it. Like I just grabbed it and brought it home for just for the sake of sanity. And I sat on the couch and opened it and just read it. And I was like, yo, people don't do this no more. When you had to have school projects, where you had to get clippings of news.
You had to facts. Newspapers and magazines. But you know what's crazy about that? The honor system that was used in those newspaper bins
Oh,
or
bruh.
stands
Bruh.
because I've seen it where people pop their 50 cent in and grab 2 or 3 of them jokes.
Bruh.
Especially on them Sunday coupon days.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, and to even put anything in the newspaper, you had to be a credible source. Like you couldn't just be anybody just writing an article in a paper, bro.
Right.
No,
You
not at
had some
all.
history. You had some bro. You had to be an upstanding person,
Or
I
we were
got
proper people when the classifieds carried jobs,
bro.
furniture,
Property sales.
I remember
estate
it.
sales.
Yep.
I remember in elementary school, I got selected to be a Mile High Scholar, and they put all of our names
Yep.
in the paper.
Yep.
Yes,
My
sir.
parents went everywhere
Clip it
and
up.
commandeered every
up.
paper they could so
Yes,
they
sir.
could cut that article out and send it around the family.
Flip it up.
I still
Yep.
have a couple of, I think I do, in one of my book bags stashed away, a clipping when I was in the newspaper, man. It was a
Yep.
proud moment. It was a very proud
They
moment.
put the honor roll in there,
Yes, sir.
graduation honors and stuff, bro.
Oh, man.
We were proper people. We showing our
Proper
age now,
people.
bro.
Yeah, we getting up
Definitely
there.
sure that age.
But bro, I had to, man. Look, in my middle baby, she's 5. She came in and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm reading the newspaper." She was like, "What's a newspaper?" I said, "See,
You know
I
what?
got to start taking these kids back. I got to carry you to Golden Corral so you can drink out of that tinted cup.
Bruh.
I got to
The
get you a
next-
Saturday
the
newspaper."
next time-
Somebody.
The next
Go ahead,
time we
man.
get the squad together, that's what we should have done.
All them kids, yep.
Done last time we were all together. We should have just went on from there.
All of y'all sit
To
down.
Cal.
How many layers of bacteria are on
Bruh.
those tinted cups, bro?
Bruh.
Bruh.
Enough to keep us from getting sick.
Enough. I think I got enough left in my body to fight this current measles outbreak.
You know what? I was just talking to my wife about the doggone measles outbreak. What
Hey,
in the
bro.
world, man.
Hey, look,
We're
kids don't know
proper
nothing about
people.
that, bro.
When we got measles vaccines.
See,
But
Them
we
red
were
tinted
proper
cups kept us
people.
from all them the bacteria, bro.
We were proper people when the FDA still examined vaccines for public consumption. Like
We
that's not
were
even
proper
happening
people.
anymore.
This is about to be a whole different
Bro, I'm about to say,
We
I
going
don't
way off
open the
topic
can,
already.
bro.
When we went outside, let your children eat dirt. Let them
Bruh.
play in the dirt. Put their hand. Let them.
Bro.
Me and G's were
That would
talking
stop
about this.
stop a lot of the sicknesses at school.
Hey, bro.
Spreading like wildfire.
Our kids were together this past weekend, bro. All of them were there picking up twigs, playing in bushes.
Yes.
They coming back to, oh, look, I got some seeds. Those are not seeds. I don't know what they are. But when you start coughing and itching later on, then hey, but it'll
We'll
build
find
you
out.
up.
It builds you right on
It'll
up,
build
brother.
you up. Bro.
So while we're there, my daughter came over and she was like, "I'm thirsty." And I'm like, "Well, you go use the water fountain." She looked at me
Oh, bruh.
confused.
Bruh.
She's like, "What?"
Me and Maddie had a whole conversation
Bruh,
about this
really?
water fountain thing, bro. These kids don't know how first of all, how to use a water
how
fountain.
to use.
Nope.
And secondly, to appreciate the quality of
Facts.
water that you can,
Bruh.
that one water fountain that you was in
Listen.
school, bro, that you knew got the coldest of water. And Manny said when that compressor and that,
You knew,
that
So
mug
it's
shut
like,
off,
you're like,
yes,
bro, that
sir.
water be, bro, the premium
Oily.
of water.
Right. And then you get someone right behind you, kind of like, "Hey, 1, 2, 3, save some for me."
Hurry up, man. Come on.
Come on,
I
you
just
don't
got
drink
up
all
here.
the
I'm
water.
trying to get some
Oh,
water.
bro, on a hot summer day, and you know that
Oh,
cold
man.
water don't last but probably about 20 seconds. You be you be getting it all up the next. Come on, man, for the water get warm.
Look, let me tell you how privileged they are now. So, y'all have younger kids. Mine
Yeah.
are older. So they take water bottles to school and they
Oh, bruh.
they still have water fountains, but they have
The joint
yes.
The bottle
Yep,
fillers?
You put the bottle fillers.
filter your joint and they
that's
make sure it don't waste
triple
water.
filtered and
Yep.
oh, you saved X amount of bottled
Yep.
waters. Bruh, too privileged.
Bruh. No, my younger kid like that too because Daddy, my water bottle
Oh,
broke.
yeah?
I need a new one. Yeah, I gotta
They
go
got
get
water
a new.
bottles for the little ones.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
she
For
got
the
a-
last like 2 years.
She got one in my house, bro. That's a Yeti. She got a Yeti in the crib right now.
Oh, that's wild.
Now, granted, it was a gift that I got from work, and I just gave it to her because I got enough of them. But yeah,
But she got a Yeti.
yeah, she do got it. You're right.
I would say there is a new water bottle purchase for my child every 6 months because it breaks
Six. My
it's wild.
14-year-old loses like the big 25, 32 ounce.
And them joints
How
are
are
not
you
cheap,
losing
bro.
this whole?
How you big old thing?
You walking around with a dumbbell.
It's a fact. Can I get that? You can't even keep up with your water bottle. I don't want to spend another $30 on your water bottle.
Water bottles are not cheap. I'm gonna tell you something else that ain't cheap. We got to get back on topic, bro. Because we were proper people. I was in the grocery store. I had to cook something last night, and I was like, "Yo, I forgot I ran out of aluminum foil because I needed to cover my pan when I put it in the oven." So I was like, "Well, let me run to the store and go get a roll of aluminum foil." I got that aisle. And that aluminum foil said $8.97. I said, bro,
yes.
I said if my grandma was alive today,
She's
swear, but now the Lord is on his way back with them prices. Bro, you used to be able to get a roll of aluminum foil for like $3, bro. Like, and it wasn't even the biggest roll. Like, it wasn't even like I was getting like
ain't nothing in there.
Bro, I said $9 for a roll of aluminum foil? And I said to myself, bro, we're proper people.
We're proper people.
Well, you would just cover it up, didn't even think about the price of it, bro. That's wild.
There is.
We're living in the last days.
We got to be, man. we got to be. Because this is wild.
Hey, if it costs that much to live down here, bro, it got to be cheaper to get to heaven, bro.
Right,
the rent in heaven got to be cheaper than this, bro.
But it's just.
I hope so.
Just send me up.
The cost of rent was very expensive, but it was paid for us.
Bro,
It
was already paid.
It was already paid.
Because we got my mansion in the sky.
Brother, I was about to say my mansion, my robe, and my crown.
Paved with gold.
Bro, well, man, look, when it comes to this partial funding, bro, I had to look through because the Democrats are at a position right now where they can put up a fight.
Because 60 is going to be a hell of a bar to try to get you.
Well, you missing 8? Like, oh, nah, bro. like normally, and I think Mike Johnson has been able to navigate, because I think the most has been, he's had maybe like a 3 or 4 that he needs to navigate through, but 8 might be his biggest test yet with trying to get the votes that he needs.
But the House, I think they'll figure out something. I don't think he can. I don't see how you make the math work in the Senate.
Oh, no. No, like, the Senate, it's over.
Because he's got to keep, they got to keep Thune's got to keep the Republicans in line, and he's having a trouble doing that. He has trouble doing that just to get votes that need simple majority. So now you need 60, so you need to keep all your people in line and bring in help?
Nah. I went through the list because I thought about, I wanted to see what exactly were some of the changes that the Democrats wanted to see, and the Democrats even came out and they said, well, listen, this is what we want, but we also understand, that come meet us with an offer, a counter offer. Come talk to us and we can figure something out. But this is what we want to see. And one of the things I said, okay, let me run down this list. So one of the things were mandatory body cameras for federal agents,
which I really thought, but I thought it was a thing already.
Oh, right.
Like I thought federal, that was news to me.
I thought they said was only Minnesota.
Even before all of this, even like before they made it a thing in Minnesota, I thought it was just blanket. And maybe that's my ignorance on the subject. I thought all law enforcement had to have them at the federal level.
I don't
Apparently
think
they don't.
Apparently they do not. And also in that they wanted, so that was for ICE and for Border Patrol, that they are required to wear and activate body cameras during enforcement operations. So obviously it's not a thing if that's something they're requiring. And footage retention rules would be standardized to prevent deletion or selective release. I said, okay, for that one, I agree. I don't see a problem with that. Second was clear identification requirements. Agents must visibly display name, badge number, and agency affiliation. No more unmarked tactical style operations without visible credentials.
Should have been there already.
I agree. Things that we believe should already be happening. I'm actually kind of shocked that they're not.
If you're not doing anything wrong, what you hiding from?
Agree.
We want to use the law enforcement speak that we're hearing about submitting to search and seizures. If you're doing nothing wrong,
facts.
I don't see why that. So again, for point 2 of what their demand is, I agree. I don't see nothing wrong with it. 3, ban on face coverings during routine operations. Prohibit agents wearing masks or face coverings unless there is a specific documented safety threat and it is a designated high-risk operation. The concern centers on transparency and accountability. Again, I'm 3-0.
We got a theme going here.
I kind of agree. I mean, if we saw if a police officer rolled up to my car and he got on a Pooh Shiesty, I'm about to hit that gas. I'm out. Law enforcement don't do it. Don't see why they shouldn't be doing it. So I agree. 4, warrant requirement for entry. Judicial warrants required before entering private property, conducting certain searches, and limits on administrative warrants being used as substitutes for court-approved warrants.
And I figure it's worth, since we're having a discussion, I think that makes sense. I'm just before I start, I just want to say I'm here reporting the news.
Okay.
I will say that all I'm saying, I agree with Jeezy. But what Republicans have said regarding the warrant requirements is that it could slow or block enforcement actions, reducing effectiveness. To which I say,
anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, effective know-how. So what you talking about?
Right.
Bruh.
And then mass bans could compromise agent safety in high-risk operations.
Again, high-risk situation.
Yeah.
We can understand. There are certain situations, where having a mask and you need to protect your identity when you're going against those nefarious criminals who y'all claim that's who y'all were going after in the first place to get them out.
If you were,
it makes sense.
If you were trying to grab El Chapo, if he was still out, 100% mask eyes only.
Facts.
If you're taking down a faction of MS-13,
yes,
by all means,
you grabbing
the cleaning lady,
Louise, that works at the office that just cleans after hours.
Boy, get out of here!
You're not protecting yourself from dust.
But then with that man, that opens the door, because then it's going to be a matter of questioning what is high risk or not.
That's the card they're going to try to play. High risk.
Well, that's the card they're going to try to play.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the counter, the Uno reverse card to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you're going after. You have certain degrees of importance. I'm trying to think of the exact term they use in the military, but whatever. You know what your mission is. You know what the operation is. You know who you're going after. You're not. In that case, you're telling me you're just out here willy-nilly rolling the dice, running up on people.
That would be correct. That's what the footage. That's what the footage tells me.
That's what the footage definitely tells us.
Yep, that's exactly what it shows. The next thing which again, so warrant requirement for entry, I'm gonna say 4-0. I agree. 5, use of force restrictions, narrow standards for when force can be used, clear reporting requirements after force incidents, and independent review mechanisms for incidents resulting in serious injury or death. Sounds like accountability to me.
Listen, you are a federal employee operating under federal standards.
Yep.
And no, you are not the military. However, they're federal as well. Mm-hmm. If they have certain standards and guidelines that they have to operate under when they are engaging in any interaction, why shouldn't you?
Bingo.
Well, maybe I should not be trying to be a civilian police force, and we wouldn't have these problems.
Bingo.
Or that, because guess what? Regular law enforcement,
They
already have all
requires
this. They already have all this.
Which is the crazy thing is that a lot of the things that the Democrats, I think all of what they're asking is standard for law enforcement. Like, it's standard. So again,
but I think that's also the thing here. Like, we're not watching law enforcement with this. We're watching rule enforcement.
Yeah.
Someone has arbitrarily set up a whole bunch of rules, and that's what they're trying to. This is not law enforcement. This is rule enforcement.
Hold on.
Message.
You deserve that one.
Thank you.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Brother. So, number 6, independent oversight mechanism, creation of an outside review board or inspector level authority to investigate misconduct, review high profile enforcement actions, and to issue public transparency reports.
Again, I would assume that they would have already had this just from the legal structure of them doing something and somebody suing the federal government. Pam Bondi, I would assume that she has a list of protocols either from her or her predecessors of just like, oh yeah, this is how we deal with these type of cases once we're being sued.
Man, you know, she got in that office, they came and cleared that office out. She threw everything out. She don't know nothing.
Hey, you know what they say when you assume, right?
Yep.
They make out of you and me.
And me.
But again, something I would think, because you're exactly right, man, because in my mindset, with some of the way that these operations have been conducted, I'm actually quite surprised we're not hearing more of lawsuits coming out of some of these things. And this is something that you would think would already be in place for when those things happen.
But you also have to look at, I think you're right, 100%. But now, as I said and think about, who are they going after? These people who are getting grabbed without any type of preparations and shipped away. So I in the process of me now all of a sudden being deported, I'm still trying to worry about my family and their safety in all this. Yeah. And now I'm also trying to figure out how I can hire an immigration lawyer to keep me here. And then on top of that, now I have to hire another lawyer to help me sue the federal government. It's a whole lot. Talking from a population, because they are oppressing a population. Yeah. What are they going to do? It's a lot to go through. That's where you need an ACLU and other organizations like that to step in to help with some of this.
Now, where I see us possibly getting a lawsuit out of this are the American citizens that they're snatching up.
Yep.
That's where we can see some of that first action in that regard and forcing their hand. But you're going to have to find a lawyer who's going to be willing to take it.
Yeah. And right now,
let me tell you, if I had just graduated from taking the bar, this is what I would be doing.
Possibly, but you got to also think about how the DOJ is being weaponized. These days.
Also true.
Before your career get off the ground, that plane landed before it get out. Before it get to 30,000 feet, it's back in the terminal, brother. Grand entry, grand closing.
It may be someone who is seasoned, established, and has had
don't need the money
and has had their run. Because it's I'm not gonna call it a lose-lose, but it's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So number 7, data transparency requirements, public reporting on arrest demographics, use of force incidents, detention conditions, and complaint outcomes.
All right. So that is the first thing that I've heard, G's, that I don't believe current law enforcement has.
I was gonna say
it's the first, but they also need it. Right now, if you get fired from law enforcement in one state and you just decide
State
to move I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm about to say
It could
next
be
county.
county.
Yes.
Forget it. You can fire from the city and go to the county, bruh. It's ridiculous.
And
The way
that
you can
information
move
isn't
is
shared.
wild.
And you see these incidents pop up. Oh, well, this officer had these incidents here, but if we trace them back to their other 4 previous jobs, they have a rap sheet from here to Middlesex, North Carolina.
Bro, we've heard it though. Like it always happens where there's a major incident, and then now we hear, oh, he's had this reported back in 1997 when he was working in this county, and you can. That data comes out when it's too late. But when you trace it, it's like, okay, well, when he had the issue at the beginning, why was he able to hop here and keep the same problem?
Right.
This is why we have these issues.
Because some of these counties, they're going to places where they're going to places where they're like-minded.
Yep.
Yes,
That's true.
they're very like-minded in this. To the point everybody's made, there's countless situations and incidents. Shoot, like I said, you was at one county here, and you jumped over to another county that was 50 miles down the road. But they were like-minded individuals, and they could have got the report. We don't care. You operate how we operate.
Because we know for a fact that, to your point, Manny, that this is something that is not currently established, because arrest demographics has been something that's been a problem for quite some time.
Years.
Preacher.
And
decades.
It has constantly been swept under the rug with limited availability and transparency and the data that comes with it. And we all know as the public that there is targeted demographics in these arrests, but we have not seen any data that really confirms with transparency what we already know.
Because the notion that men lie, women lie, numbers don't, is a falsehood. Because men and women control the numbers. And
Bingo.
when you play with them, you can make them say what they want.
Hey, I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but I was talking to an old fella one day of a lighter variety. He was a white guy, and we had a discussion about police. And there's something that he told me this probably 15 years ago that has always stuck with me. And it kind of pertains to this, but he was like, what's the problem with police and the demographics in which they either arrest, or you see more of certain races that are incarcerated or arrested? He said, I said, no, I'm interested. Tell me what your thought is. He said, I don't understand why people work as police officers in areas that they're either afraid of or do not understand.
Bro, you can't be scary and be a police officer.
And
any
now,
type of law or rule enforcement.
Yes.
Now, granted, this came from a white dude. He said, prime example. He said, you're a black guy. If you grew up in this neighborhood and you drive by the corner store, there may be 5 or 6 men out there, maybe, loud, having a good time, playing dominoes. They might have a 40 out drinking. You don't see no problem with it because, hey, you know that they're harmless. They come out here and do that every day. But he said a white guy that was raised in the suburbs,
that's a new experience. That's a new experience.
He see that, he thinks something going on, and he come in already scared. So he approaches the situation wrong. They respond to it. Next thing you know, you got a problem. Then we have an incident with a gentleman that got killed where he was either selling cigarettes or something at a gas station, ended up getting shot by the police a few years ago. I can't remember the guy's name.
That's part of the situation with Eric Gardner.
Yeah, I was like, Eric Gardner?
I think that might have been. I think that was him. Yeah,
he didn't get shot.
But, he got shot, got choked out. But yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us because someone was scary.
But we all been there and seen somebody that's in there selling something. Hey man, I got this, so you can 2 for $20. Nah, I'm good, bro. We go to the store, we leave. We don't see him as a threat. But if I grew up in the hills and I don't see that type of activity, so you have them in these areas targeting people, and they're already scared and don't understand the demographics that they're attacking or arresting in the first place, and that's a problem. That didn't come from
It
me.
is.
That came from white man.
No. And those were true words and very factual. But we also have a problem in our own community where there's a negative connotation on being a police officer.
Yes.
And you are ostracized if you are a police officer.
Yep.
When to the point that gentleman made in speaking with you, if you had more of us patrolling in areas and working in areas in law enforcement that we are familiar with, you might not have to be from that neighborhood, but you're familiar with it. It would not be an issue, and you can build that rapport to the point that was initially said. Not just being from there, but understanding the way of life.
It's a big difference, bro.
It's the same with being on the jury. There's such a negative connotation and a faux pas in saying that I was on the jury and how we look at being on the jury. Yes, it could be annoying. Yes. I'm saying as black people.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to start my whole rant that I am looking forward to the
man.
Day.
He said, "I want the pussy."
No.
Put me on the jury.
As black people.
Okay. Yes.
In that notion, I've only been on the jury one time in life. Lived in North Carolina for 30-something years. Never got summoned for jury duty. Never. Anywhere I lived, never got summoned. I moved to Georgia, and being in Georgia within 2 years, got summoned for jury
Come on
duty.
in.
They had so much action going down in Georgia. They said, "Hey, look, bring the rookie in."
But check this out. Not only did I get summoned, I got voted as foreman.
Oh, wow.
You got put in charge.
I got put in charge. I cannot get away from being in charge, and I don't understand.
Hey, it's your calling, brother.
It's my calling. But there is a conversation within our own community as well that we have to address.
Yep.
In that notion, we not only
we have to be that change to a degree.
We have to be that change, yes. Yep. And we say that community policing, self-policing, but you got to be a part of it to make it happen. So
you can't self-police if self is not there.
Yes,
you can't.
Yeah, got to. Shout out to Deputy Dozier. He was the black deputy that led there when I was in the 5th grade. And I like to think that it was Deputy Dozier that kept me away from heroin and crack cocaine. So thank you.
But again, that is a positive interaction that you had with law enforcement that you have now carried with you into adulthood.
Bruh, it's crazy because I went to school with his daughter and graduated high school with his daughter and never knew that was his daughter until the day we graduated. He kept it kind of separate, that he was at the school doing his work and with all that stuff. But I mean, again,
I bet you if you would have tried to take out his daughter, you would have found out.
Oh, I would have found out quick. I would have found out. I would have found out real quick.
It would have been a shout out to Deputy Dozier.
Wait, dog. Hey, look, I don't know now, Deputy. You was up there in age now. I was a little young whippersnapper. I might have been able to put a couple of hands on you, man. But you're right, Chuck. That there's just a few, and it's almost specks on this blanket that we have in our society where we don't have those guys anymore that we salute and have that respect for. At least this generation, they don't have it, man. Like they you see some videos on social media how our community treats some of these police officers that are like us, look like us, and I'm like, no, that ain't. That we should be bigging him up. Like, he's trying to be the change. He's trying to put more of us in there so that he can have more of an impact. And some of them, because some of them get in there and they get corrupted too. So it's unfortunate.
Shout out to Atlanta.
Right. And to the state of North Carolina, I want to be on a jury. Send me a summons.
Right.
And that's how I know
they
just
want to be that one that everybody gonna have their verdict and Manny gonna say, you know what?
Manny gonna be contrary.
I wouldn't mind another Chinese trade. Let's hold this out for another 24 hours.
Let's think about this, y'all.
Bro. So the last thing that I'll bring up that of the Democrats that they had on their checklist of demands were restrictions on tactical style raids, limits on no-knock style operations, large-scale sweeps in residential communities, and emphasis on targeted enforcement rather than mass operations.
That sounds like it would just be cost savings, but
Bruh.
you know,
It sounds like efficiency. 'Cause these mass operations, they don't go as planned at all, and a lot of times they look like they just run it up, say, "Hey, look, we going in this city, and we gonna see what we can do."
And it's causing more stir and uproar.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
There has not been any good that we've seen come from any of these mass operations. I don't know who putting them together. I don't know what data y'all using, but it looks like y'all just having a free for all. So I completely agree. Let it be targeted reinforcement. Bro, yes. Which city you want to go to today,
right.
Bro? What? Heard they got a gang down there we need to round up. You are in this community, bro, where everybody that lives here is predominantly white. There ain't
no one there.
Ain't nobody here.
Ain't no one that you're looking for.
They sent their housekeeper and landscaper home already.
Bro, y'all just calling it ruckus. But yeah, out of those 8 that I've mentioned, yeah. Should already be doing most of this.
Simple as that.
This is going to get interesting as this drags out. Because right now, ICE agents aren't being paid, but they still having to work. So now, if you're an ICE agent,
you about to see the true nature of these beasts.
You ain't getting paid. On top of that, you ain't getting your $50,000 bonus.
Oh, bro.
Bro, like,
you about to see the true nature. I ain't getting paid. I ain't getting paid for this. Oh yeah, I'm pissed.
And I'm pissed. They were already complaining about the long hours that they were working beforehand.
Yeah.
And now you do
that and not get paid?
And not get paid?
I'm getting ridiculed on the street.
Called to any type of way.
Right. I'm getting dildos slapped on my truck. Which is wild.
Wow, bro.
they said it was Dildo Alley.
Right.
They slid like
America. What's wrong with America?
People are getting extremely creative to how they're protesting over this. And
listen, who thought in their mind? Oh my God! Like, just seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the person that stood up and said, "Hey, I got an idea"?
Yeah, bro. No,
let's do this.
Chuck. It ain't the person who stood up and said, "Hey, this is my idea." It's the people in the room that said, "Yeah, let's do it."
It's that first follower. It's that first follower.
No, this ain't a first follower. This is a group that said,
"This is a group. This is a group."
Yeah, that is what we're gonna do. And everybody went down and sold out
to the sexy shop.
The nearest intimate
Adam
facility
and Eve
and cleared the shelf.
Weird, because they were pulling them out the backpack like they
like the old Gambit from X-Men.
They had about there like they doggone was had the airsoft.
Bro, you rolling around the streets of Minnesota with a backpack full of rubber.
Right.
It's wild. Bro.
It's wild. Diabolical wild, bro.
Out of this list, bro, Dems, the thing that I'm concerned with is if these are your demands, what are you expecting to negotiate on?
What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up? Okay. Oh, well, first of all, let's not forget who's leading the ship. This is Chuck Schumer. So with Chuck Schumer, all this could be on the list.
Will give up
shifty. And that what Trump called him? Shifty Chuck Schumer. he gonna give up everything and the kitchen sink. Not but and the kitchen sink. This is crazy. I don't see nothing that you should be negotiating on this list, but in true democratic fashion, they're gonna find something. They're gonna find something. So
and also poor TSA.
Man.
Poor TSA, bro.
TSA already, depending on which airport you go to, they already have an attitude. Some of them already have an attitude, bro.
They stay in the crossfire.
Stay in.
You think, I got a call back. I'm about to be a TSA agent. I got a federal job, and they stay in the crossfire.
Stay in it, bro. FEMA, that's crazy.
FEMA,
Still
FEMA
ain't getting
too.
them, bro. They still ain't getting the money out like they need to. Now they furloughed.
I'm about to say, ain't nobody. Now that they furloughed,
They ain't getting the money. The
bro.
people who need the resources ain't getting the money.
Facts.
But who getting all the money then?
Coast Guard just coasting.
That's another one, bro. How I'm not about to be out here. You need to be rescued. You should have stayed your butt at
Hey.
home now. I ain't getting paid for this.
Right. Coast Guard gonna start
closed.
treating you like a tow
closed.
truck late at night on the back road, bro. It might be 4 hours when we get to you. Hey, bro. Hey, tough loss. Secret Service. I hope none of them working on the Nancy Gunther's case.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Bro.
Nope. Let's keep moving. Jay. Let's keep moving.
We'll see.
Keep moving. Just keep
We'll
moving.
see how this partial shutdown will go. And
Oh man,
y'all know here in
part.
Part of the Politics, we'll keep you posted. On to the next one. Oh boy. Pam Bondi.
Oh, Pamela.
Pam, boy. I don't know what type of woman she is, but
Who's worse, Pam for the office or Pam Bondi?
both. Both of them.
Both of them.
Both.
BOFFUM.
Yes,
Both of them.
both of them.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, bro. So Pam Bondi had to appear before Congress for oversight questions relating to her handling of DOJ operations, alleged allegations of political favoritism towards Trump allies, the Epstein document release controversy, federal prosecution discretion, and claims about election interference investigation. And Pam don't do nothing but just show up and just be spewing just mess. Just mess. She got up there, bro, and she in her beginning she did acknowledge the victims of the the Epstein victims. There were some that were standing in the that were standing behind her, not too far from her. She acknowledged them, and I want to say probably the first 10, 15 minutes of her introduction was probably the most decent that it had, and decent is you got to take that with a grain of salt. Talking about Pam,
I was getting ready to say.
that's about the most decent that she was, and boy, we were off to the races. It got nasty. What are our thoughts? Where we want to start? Epstein files. How about that? They got her on the Epstein files about the release of it.
I mean, because it's been a mess. It's been a mess, and it continues to be a mess. Especially with Massey and Ro Khanna going to see the unredacted stuff and be like, why is this name redacted? And why is this and to continuously do this, it's a mess. Even if it is not a cover up intentionally, this is a cover up via incompetence.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what the plan was. How can we set this up in such a way where I know that they're not going to do this, mess it up on purpose. I just think that they're not smart enough to do this correctly. Further messing this up. I think we're seeing how testy the administration is now getting with Congress as a whole. The whole shouting out that the Dow was over $50,000 was a very intriguing flex for the Attorney General.
When that was hella wild. We talking about a predator, a monster that has done some heinous things, and the covering up of those people that allegedly took part in those things. And you want to talk about the Dow and how Americans are happy about their 401k.
I am not happy about my 401k.
First of all, I was about to say, you can miss me with that. And Pam, nobody of any right mind would make
Nobody.
that, bro, like that might be the wildest pivot. My 5-year-old does stuff like that.
Yes.
Why you ain't clean your room? Daddy, the fish. No, see, we ain't got no fish. See, where's the pivot? That was very, like, I was like, the Dow, half of Trump base don't even have no 401k. They think when you say Dow, they think Dow Jones is a real person. Right.
They twist it for Dial soap.
Bruh.
The Dial. Oh, I got some Dial at the house too. You got the power wash.
Baby, they said Dow. They sell the packs of Dow for 500 cases. Bro, they don't understand. And I think that is a tactic that this administration has done for quite some time. The pivot. If I talk about something else that sounds good, I blanket the real issue while we're talking about somehow this this achievement that half of the people don't know about, don't understand, don't comprehend, and somehow it'll help me to finagle my way out of the speaking the truth. Like, Pam, I'm not an attorney by any stretch of the imagination, but when you sit up here and we have campaign footage of you talking about how you strongly are going to go after child predators and all these things, but then you sit here and you're peddling to Donald Trump to make sure, and whoever allies he has, to make sure that this release is done in a certain way where it's not damaging the people that it should be. You can't tell me you're running the DOJ with the intent of how it is supposed to be ran and not showing the favoritism to Donald Trump and his allies. Just release it. Release those names.
Just release them.
And let those people pay. You have no intention, just like they said that some of those victims have reached out and said they'll talk to Pam. We'll come forward. You ain't contact not one of them.
That was my favorite part.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite part of the litany of bashing that she took, deservedly so.
Yeah.
What's the lady's name? Jayapal. I'm gonna tear her name up.
Bruh, you read about
Pramila Jayapal.
Pramila Jayapal. Yeah. She said she asked them victims to stand up, and then went through a series of questions asking them to raise their hand if this happened. Raise your hand if you've heard from Pam Bondi or someone from the DOJ. Raise your hand, the different litany of questions, and none of them were in favor of the DOJ and Pam Bondi and them doing anything to protect or even listen to these survivors. And in that, it was baffling, because from that point, she just went in fight mode.
Yeah. She was drowning.
Right.
She was drowning.
I think the whole thing was just a terrible display. I think when it comes down to it, the only person that looked at that hearing and was pleased with how it turned out was Trump. To me, Pam Bondi gives off the vibe that I'm only here, the person who I work for, I'm only wanting to make sure they're happy. And as long as they're happy, then I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Because there's no person sane that would believe that you're doing your job in the way, in the manner in which you should be able to be, that you should be doing it, and that you're not a puppet being pulled by the strings. There's no way. First of all, I'm glad that she actually came to a hearing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. At least she showed up.
But not to come show your hind part like you did.
But
you look stupid. The DOJ looks stupid. And when you have a president who talked about restoring trust, this word has come along with it when we talk about Health and Human Services, the DOJ.
The trust of who? The trust of who?
They trust you. But not the people. I think it's terrible. And I think that, and we've said this again when it comes to Epstein, those files, if your name in there, you gotta answer to the crime, bro. If you had any part, if Jeffrey Epstein was in your contact list, in your phone, or in your emails in 2004, you need to be answering to some charges or you need to be testifying in 2026.
I'll add on top of that. If you play Pokemon Go,
Bruh.
and you access that waypoint that is on Epstein's Island, I need it. I need the Pokemon Go Niantic. I need y'all to release it because y'all know who hit that waypoint. Go ahead and release those names. We ain't got to wait on government.
You abusing children on the island and playing Pokemon Go is wild.
Give me the Pokemon Go files.
You sick. The Poke Files.
The Poke Files.
The Poke Files is insane.
Bro.
Who was my man? Lay, how you pronounce his name? Lee, L-E-L.
Oh, the Asian guy?
Yeah.
He won't play no games either, bro.
He won't play no games with her either.
Bro. When he called her talking about some, I think you just lied on the oath. She got hot, boy. He was like, nah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Oh, Ted Lieu?
Yeah. Lou, yeah. Like him, Jasmine eviscerated her, but who was it? Was it Elizabeth Warren? Or who was it? I can't remember who.
Everybody stepped into that room and said, you know what? I got a little bit of time today.
I
got time today.
I can't remember who it was who was like, something secretary. She was like, I'm the attorney general. I can't tell. You ain't acting like it. Like they just
lame.
Let me tell you, those congressional representatives in that hearing went to bed the night before and laid out their clothes.
Oh, bro.
At the first day of school.
Like first day of school.
That was definitely the first day of school moment. And they did their big one, as the kids say. They did their big one.
Now, the one thing that I am, I'm not gonna say pleased, but is encouraging is the fallout that is coming across the world with the release of more and more information in these Epstein files and these individuals who are resigning from their positions, who are facing charges. I think it was Norwegian former prime minister.
Hold on.
Let's hit it, G's.
We got your pickle. We got your pickle. We got your pickle.
Well, look at that.
Bruh, see how the alley-oop?
It's very rare that we land this alley-oop that cleanly.
Bruh, go ahead, Chuck, because that was my pickle of the week. The Epstein Files is on its global tour.
Yes.
It is not only something that is important to those in America, but globally it is now getting the recognition. And one thing that I wanted to say before I spoke about this is that it's funny how it's getting more traction and accountability globally than it is here in America. And I think that should be something that we should look at the DOJ and say, shame to you. Right. That those that are global are meeting more repercussions for their connections than those that are here in the States that we know for a fact.
Those globally want to hold their citizens accountable for their crimes against American citizens. Other countries are more concerned about those crimes committed against American citizens than American citizens appear to be concerned about the crimes committed to their own citizens.
Facts. Well, one of those people were the former Norwegian prime minister. He has been charged with his connection to the alleged undisclosed ties to Jeffrey Epstein. So he's admitted that, or he's at least denied any wrongdoing, but prosecutors are reportedly investigating whether any ethical laws or disclosure requirements were violated. And one thing they say about Norway, they do not play about ethics. They want to be a ethic first nation. They don't play them games. Homie over the CEO and the billionaire over in was it Emirates?
Yeah, the UAE.
Khalifa Al, whatever his name was, not even gonna try it. Logistics executive, he had to step down. Now he was wild. First of all, he was wild because I got to.
He a fan.
Because he was the one that I believe Jeffrey had sent the torture video to.
Yep.
And while I don't shame no man, I will shame you, sir. Because what do you get
Bro,
out of some mess like this? First of all, children and all that stuff, that mess is weird, disgusting. You need to be under the jail. Whatever you don't need to be amongst society. But the length that we're starting to get as far as information of what Jeffrey Epstein had and was providing to these people, bro, y'all some sick folks.
Super sick.
Y'all are some super sick folk. Why don't you like something that's normal? Bro,
Big facts.
like something normal.
Have a foot fetish.
Bro, that's what I was about to like, bro. If you like pretty feet, okay, hey, cool. If you like, women of certain volume in certain areas, cool. But torture?
Bro, that's wild.
You sat back on a plane on a laptop and looked at a video of, and that's what got you? Yeah, nah, bro. I don't know. That must have been Friday at 4:59 p.m. when the good man above was mixing your pot to create you and forgot to put either a little bit of this or too much of that.
Some decency. Something.
Bro, he thought he grabbed decency and grabbed pure unadulterated freak.
Right.
Sick bastard. But again, once that came out, I believe that information came out like, I think within 24 hours he was out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
24 hours he was out.
No games.
Now, granted, there is no criminal charge that have been brought against him, but certainly we know when it comes to corporate boards, they do not like bad PR. Bad PR is a no.
Do not.
So, as Chuck provided that great alley-oop and segue, that pickle of the pickle of the week is these Epstein files going global. If you knew Jeffrey Epstein and you had contact with that man in them years,
we need some answers.
Well,
your name might not be called today, but it could be called tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They did release like a list of hundreds of names, prominent names that were in the files, like recently.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna see how many of them gonna get held to that fire.
He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Epstein files are coming to town.
And real quick before we get to the next topic, shout out good brother Massey.
Yes, sir.
Doing the work.
Not only him and the other gentleman are doing the good work.
Road kinda, man.
But when Massey came out and said, "Hey, I'm not suicidal. I eat clean. I eat healthy. I know how to work a gun. I know how to handle a gun. I know proper gun safety." He said, "I ain't got no lakes on my farm."
He said, just so y'all know.
So y'all know. Because if I'm not mistaken, I read a report that he got a thumb drive of the files, unredacted files.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So,
hey, brother.
Put that hedge of protection.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to say, keep brother Massey covered. You've reached brother status here on the podcast. Welcome to the fold, brother Massey. Well, that being said, y'all, after the pickle, we got to give you our spotlights for the week. We reached the conclusion of this episode. We ain't gonna give Pam Bondi no more attention. That she didn't deserve the attention she got to begin with. She needs some accountability. That's what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to give her one little prop. I didn't realize she was as old as she is.
She is a 60.
She's a 60?
She's 60, bro.
Oh, she look good for her age.
Yeah, she don't look like spoiled milk.
How a white woman so problematic? That might need to be studied. That might have to be studied.
She sold her soul.
Bro, it had to be.
She drunk the blood.
She drinking that blood, bro.
Illuminati.
She drinking that blood, bro. Because ain't no way. We know what problematic does to those of the Caucasus Mountains.
Hey, speaking of Illuminati, they say there's Illuminati in the Epstein files.
Bro, I know who ain't in there. Obama. And now MJ.
And George Bush.
They can't bring George Bush to the album.
And there's a second one.
Bro.
Yeah, not the daddy.
The daddy was a nasty bastard.
Yeah, daddy definitely.
At least the youngest. I saw somebody on social media saying that the Trump administration is doing all this to protect themselves from the Epstein files. But they said George Bush and Dick Cheney, they just did it for the love of the game.
George Bush,
that's
that type
wild.
that you can't. I know George Bush won't invite it because he give off that vibe that he the type you can't have him around no females.
But
He gonna say something stupid. You gonna be like, all right, right.
I mean,
it's time to go, man. George gonna start doing crazy stuff, get drunk, start nut tapping everybody.
wow. All right, so my spotlight.
You know those color bone boys is wild, bro.
Hey, look, now them boys get when they get drunk off that Bush.
I was about to say the Milwaukee's best.
Right?
Yo, wow. Absolutely wow.
What's your spotlight, Betty?
Man, so my spotlight is, and it could also be considered a pickle, goes to the Ring doorbell company. So if you watch their Super Bowl ad, they were announcing a new feature that if your dog gets lost, it's okay because your community is going to help you by making access to their video cameras, all the community. You can see everyone's camera to help you find your lost dog. Right. And it took the internet 42.3 seconds to say, if this AI technology will help me find a dog, what else will it help me find?
Hey, Manny, wait, I think you need to move your decimal point. You said 42.3. Mm-hmm. Let's move it to the left a little bit.
Sorry, 4 point. And it got real bad for them because also what people knew but was reiterated is that their parent company, Google, has a relationship with Flock Safety, which is
whoa, wrong company.
I'm sorry.
Ring is Amazon.
Amazon.
Yes, sir.
Amazon, sorry. Amazon has a relationship with Flock Safety, a surveillance analytics company that provides data and information to law enforcement agencies. So that's kind of forced them into a situation where people are like, "Oh no, I'm not giving you the ability," because apparently this feature is set up by default.
Yes, it is. And how long has it been active?
Bro, I was just about to say that.
But real quick, I'm not sure, and I don't remember seeing many of them when I was home in North Carolina. I don't know if y'all have Flock cameras there, but Flock is not just a data and analytics company that provides information to law enforcement. All throughout Atlanta here, we have Flock cameras set up, and they are license plate readers, what they say. But there's also been some issues where these Flock cameras can capture images inside your vehicle. Oh. So not only is it catching the license plate, but it's very problematic. Now, what Amazon has come out and said is that, hey, they've ended that partnership with Flock, but
Chuck,
again,
you know what's crazy, Chuck? You just informed me of something because I've seen some cameras. Black? Yeah, and I'm like, where are these? All black. They have so I just Googled what a Flock camera looked like, because I didn't know. They have a solar panel on the backside. Yep, they are all. You guys know I live in rural Eastern North Carolina. Mm-hmm. They are all up and down the back roads here, and I'm like, what are these cameras? Yep. I haven't seen them, and I took a picture of one, trying to figure out, and Google wouldn't tell me anything. I typed in Flock camera. Sure enough, that's what they are. That's exactly what it is, brother. Bro, that is crazy. They're all over Atlanta, all over. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like they have if not their headquarters are here. But yeah, they have major access here.
So Flock cameras are used in North Carolina, heavily used in Mecklenburg, Charlotte,
you
and
like
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro, Durham, and Wilmington. And then they also have relationships with county sheriffs and some private HOAs here in North Carolina. So people are canceling their Ring subscriptions, and we'll see how hairy this gets for them.
Jeez. Chuck, you got a spotlight, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right.
My spotlight is on Pete Kegseth and
The
the
kegerator.
roaming, the roaming missile, not missile, laser that shot down Nylar balloons, and there was no communication. I was about to say very little,
Zero.
no
I was about to
communication
say,
with those necessary because y'all thought these were one, you wanted to test it, and it had not been properly tested. And you just shoot this off at some balloons that you claim were cartel drones. So the FAA, we all in the group chat trying to figure out what the heck is going on. What is all this about? When the FAA shuts down the airspace over El Paso and shuts down the airspace in New Mexico along the border of the U.S. and Mexico, and everybody is scrambling. Excuse me, scrambling because not only did the FAA give a no-fly zone over the airport and over this mountainous area in New Mexico, but it was for 10 days.
Yeah.
And we're people like the theories and what was going on was just insane of why this is happening. And then the fumbling of the information of what really happened, how it was being disseminated. And the FAA was like, listen, weren't told anything. We were reacting to try to protect everybody because this laser could blind people.
Yeah.
Like you're blinding a pilot 30 something thousand feet in the air. What are you doing? Like there was the lack of common sense.
bro.
That's what it boils down to. The
Common
lack
sense ain't
of
so
common
common.
sense. It ain't so common.
And like,
go ahead,
all
man.
this could have been handled with communication.
That's it. Simple.
So easy.
Just a
Very
call.
simple.
Like,
Very simple.
Bruh.
just phone call. Hey, we're getting ready to do this. What do we need to do to make sure planes are safe? Because I'm pretty sure you can just launch a balloon at any time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And what's amazing about this was local law enforcement had no idea, local administration, airport, nobody had any idea of what was going on. The FAA wasn't really conveying what was going on. But again, this all could be prevented with some communication. And I'm going to tell you what I believe happened that really pushed the envelope, that removed this, was it NOTM? What NOTM? What removed it? Airplane lobbyists. Because
oh, yeah.
10 days,
10 days?
Bruh,
of
you wildin'.
rerouting, refunding, cancellations, that's millions of dollars.
You big wildin'.
Big wilding. And it's not just a little regional airport. This is an international airport.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all playing with my money.
In the words of the cartoon growing up, Ren and Stimpy, you idiot.
Idiot.
Well, it's like Tom Tiller said, amateur hour.
Bruh, it is.
Amateur
Yeah.
hour.
It is. But that hour seems to never come to an
Yeah,
end.
bruh. The longest hour in history.
Bruh. Well, to close it out, I'll give my update, my spotlight. My spotlight is an update in the kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie. It has been reported that apparently there was a glove found near her home, and that glove appears to match those of the suspect in the doorbell cam video. It's a 24-hour process to run this through the criminal database to see if they have a match. So within, I would assume, the release of this this episode, we may know if we have indeed a suspect from the DNA that has been recovered from this glove. Now, I think what would be very interesting if they do not have a match. And I think that a lot of our community may start to
Ask some questions.
sit up on the edge of their chair a little bit, because there is a growing speculation that a lot of this could potentially be an inside job. Now, I'm not going to go into details of who is a part of that inside job, but I think that it's certainly, if that information comes back and they do not have any DNA in their database that matches that glove, that may start to question that this is not a known criminal. It could be someone acting with a different alternative motive of why this is taking place. So something something to keep our eye on. At least we're getting somewhere. But that
time,
somewhere,
that time is running low.
Time is not, and I think when you have the sheriff that came out and said that they could find her in the days, weeks, and when he said years, I said,
Yeah, when they released that video. That video was very telling. Like you've been there before. The way you approached that,
bro, the way he approached
the camera, real comfort,
bro. You knew what you were doing.
You knew where it was. You knew how to approach it, the angle to come at to keep your. I mean, granted, yeah, you were masked up, but you knew how to approach.
That wasn't your first time on that porch
at all.
That wasn't your first time on that porch. As soon as I saw that, I said, "Yeah, you moving like you didn't been here before."
Exactly.
Yo, hey, look, I'm not gonna say I'm with the 10-4 hat community, but I'm listening. I'm listening.
But they've been right on some of these things lately about everything being connected.
Some valid points.
I'm not gonna go into details, but they started coming for Savannah and saying Savannah might have something to do with it too. I said, hey, I hope not. But at any rate, I hope that they get some results from this DNA and they can move forward, because at the end of the day, anybody that has been taken out of their home is a scary situation, especially for those that love her and and not just even her family, for the community. Can you imagine that you ain't had, from it sounds like this was a very peaceful community that she lived in, and we didn't have somebody get kidnapped and pulled out of their house in the middle of the night and we didn't know nothing?
Yeah.
Didn't hear nothing?
Hear nothing? Yeah.
That make you sleep a little softer different at night.
With something under my pillow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You come here, you want to. It ain't gonna be a tooth up under that pillow. I can tell you that. But that's my spotlight for the week.
I hope you know Jesus, because I might be sending you there to meet him.
Hey, go ahead and call him. Call him and tell him you on the way.
He is en route.
Hey, Russ, but yeah, we'll keep an update on what's going on with this. So, to our listeners, we've come to the conclusion of this episode. As always, we thank you for tuning in and lending us your ear for this episode, and we hope that this episode finds you in the best space possible, wherever you are at. So, brothers, hearts and minds clear?
Good here.
Let us all stand.
Hey, brother. Hey, man, well, that's our episode. We'll see you guys at the next episode. Take care. Take care.
Peace.